Stop chasing women who are not even chasing themselves. Right now, I want you to actually feel this. Most men waste years trying to impress women who are emotionally closed off, always seeking approval, always walking carefully, always letting their limits get pushed, without ever understanding why the same patterns keep repeating. What separates a man who attracts naturally from a man who constantly struggles is not his looks, not his money, not even his confidence. It is his ability to say no. No to lowering his standards. No to accepting disrespect. No to playing emotional games meant to control him. The women who truly notice you, desire you, and eventually feel deeply connected to you are not drawn to everything you do for them. They are drawn to what you refuse to do. Let me be clear. A strong man does not bend for anyone. He knows his value is not measured by how much attention he gives away. It is measured by how much attention he keeps for himself. Imagine this. A woman messages you late at night, quietly testing if you will reply instantly even when you have other priorities. Most men panic. They answer right away, hoping to keep her happy. But a man who understands psychology continues living his life. He does not drop what he is doing. He responds on his own time. That delay is not cold, it is powerful. It sends a message louder than words ever could. I have a life you do not control. Listen closely. Women subconsciously observe how you respond to small tests. Every tiny compromise shows something about your self-respect. Every boundary you hold shapes how she sees you as a man who is rare, calm, and valuable. Here is what most men never realize. Attraction comes from scarcity, not availability. The moment you become too available, too eager, too easily influenced, desire starts to disappear. Smart men understand these unspoken rules. They follow them without arrogance, without cruelty, but with steady consistency. This principle applies to social situations too. If she disrespects you in front of others, tries to embarrass you, or ignores your opinion, a smart man does not accept it. He does not argue. He does not beg. He simply steps back with quiet certainty. That withdrawal activates something deep. It sparks curiosity. It forces her to rethink your value. And it creates attraction in ways no compliment, gift, or favor ever could. And yes, women feel this on a psychological level. They notice when a man stays composed under pressure. That dignity becomes deeply attractive. Here is the truth. Refusing is not about being rude or stubborn. It is about self-control. It is about aligning your actions with your principles and refusing to trade your identity for temporary approval. This is why high-value men do not settle for partners who do not challenge them mentally, emotionally, or morally. You cannot expect respect and desire if you give them away carelessly. Your choice to stand firm in small, unseen moments builds inner power, a power women are drawn to, often without even understanding why. Think about it. Every time you give in to pressure, ignore your limits, or put someone else's short-term comfort ahead of your own growth, you signal low value. Every refusal signals strength, independence, and leadership, qualities women naturally seek. Smart men do not attract women because they chase them. They attract women because they refuse anything that weakens who they are. And this mindset does not stop with dating. It applies to business, friendships, and every relationship that challenges your boundaries. Start here. Find one area today where you have been giving too much. Maybe it is replying too fast to messages. Maybe it is saying yes to people who do not respect your time. Decide clearly that this stops now. Refuse calmly, refuse consistently. Watch how situations change. Watch how attention shifts. Watch how respect grows. Now let us go deeper. Attraction is invisible, quiet, rooted in psychology. It is not created through big gestures or constant attention. It grows through refusal, through choosing not to accept what lowers your value. There are 4 things every strong man naturally refuses. Each one creates a powerful reaction. The first is refusing to give his time to someone who does not respect it. Your time is your most valuable asset. How you use it shows what matters to you. When a woman sees that you do not drop everything for her, curiosity starts. She wonders who you are, why you are busy, why you have limits. That mystery creates desire. Your attention must be earned. Women are drawn to men who protect their life and energy. They subconsciously link self-respect with value, and value with long-term excitement and safety. The second is refusing to accept disrespect or emotional manipulation. This does not mean arguing. It means steady behavior. When boundaries are pushed or small insults appear, a grounded man does not react with fear or guilt. He reinforces his standards or quietly disengages. Women subconsciously notice which men stay centered and which men can be influenced. Disrespect is a test. Refusal shows strength. She begins to adjust her behavior, and at the same time feels more drawn to your stability. The third is refusing to chase validation. This is huge. Strong men do not need constant reassurance. Their self-worth comes from within. Women feel this because it shows independence and emotional maturity. A man who seeks approval creates pressure and boredom. A man who carries quiet confidence creates deep attraction. She starts wondering why he does not chase her attention, why he stands apart, and slowly she begins pursuing without realizing it. The fourth is refusing shallow connections. Smart men are selective. They do not invest in people who drain their energy or challenge their integrity. This selectiveness reflects high standards, and high standards are magnetic. When a man refuses average, he becomes rare. Rarity triggers instinct. Now here is the core idea. These refusals are intentional choices that shape perception and protect boundaries. Women naturally notice men who guard their life and cannot be easily moved. This activates emotional responses that pull her closer. Not through tricks, through self-mastery. When you consistently protect your standards, curiosity grows, desire deepens, attraction starts working for you. Inside her mind, something changes. Every boundary reshapes emotion. Every refusal increases intrigue. You become uncommon, unpredictable, and valuable. Women test limits to measure value. When men bend, attraction fades. When men refuse calmly, her brain registers high value. She feels curiosity and tension together. She notices small details. You become unforgettable. Inner conflict appears. Her attraction clashes with her resistance. That tension becomes addictive. Women are drawn to emotional stimulation. A man who is not fully available provides this naturally. Every boundary adds invisible pull. Women become attached to men who show strength, independence, stability, and quiet mystery. She thinks about you more than she expects, studies your behavior, feels drawn toward you. This is not control. This is the natural result of self-respect. The key is calm consistency. Not stiff, not reactive. Steady, grounded, firm. Every refusal says, I stand on my own. Over time, this leaves an emotional mark she cannot shake. Now take action. Guard your time, demand respect, stop chasing approval, avoid empty connections. Reply when it fits your life. Reinforce limits without drama. Stay centered. Be careful where you give your energy. This is how attraction builds. This is how women start chasing without understanding why. Every refusal strengthens value. Every boundary increases curiosity. Every consistent choice builds emotional investment. This is mastery. Not over others. Over yourself. By now, you understand the silent power of refusal. When practiced daily, it does more than attract. It leaves an imprint. She thinks about you, compares other men to you, wonders why you feel different. Because most men give too much. You do not. You protect your standards. And that difference changes everything. Desire grows where availability drops. Respect rises where boundaries exist. Value appears where self-control lives. So today, choose one thing to refuse. Protect it. Stay firm. Watch how everything shifts. This is how average men become unforgettable. This is the quiet strength of refusal. Now it is time to use it.